I'm here to prove you can cook anything on your outdoor kitchen. So today, I'm gonna make an iconic LA bacon wrapped street dog and some Ooey-Gooey cheese fries. Let's go. What's up, friends? Welcome to my outdoor kitchen. Now, every city in America claims they have the best hot dog, right? Chicago's got the Chicago dog. New York's got them dirty water hot dogs. And even Texas has what they call the corny dog, or their version of the corn dog. But here in LA, we've got the best hot dog in America, and it's called the LA street dog. If you've ever rolled out of a concert or a late night venue, there's vendors on every corner. It's nothing more than a cart with some sternos and sheet pans on it, but they bust out some of the best dogs wrapped in bacon. There's peppers, there's onions, there's even fire roasted chilies. Now, not very OSHA or health department safe, but who cares, because it's delicious. But before we get to those bacon wrap hot dogs, let's get on these fries. I want to show you how to make some really fun Ooey-Gooey cheese fries, and we're always starting with russet potatoes. Now, I like russets because they're usually really longer. They have a really nice sugar content. They're not waxy, they're starchy, which means they are going to give you a very airy, crispy fry, and that's exactly what it's all about. So half the russet, half that half, and then half that half again. Does that make it a quarter? Or is that an eighth? I'm not, anyway, math, everybody. The big issue really is how do you get the starch out of potatoes? So the whole idea is we're gonna use water and not worry about the mess and the headache of double frying. As you can see, I mean, look at that instantly. Look how much starchy water there is. This is very, very similar to rinsing your rice. We're getting rid of all that exterior starch. If you're doing a party and you want to do these ahead of time, change out the water until the water runs clear, throw it in the fridge, covered in water overnight, and that's going to leach out even more. And when you're ready, we're going to dry them and we're going to fry them. All right, these look good. Let's go fry. Now, I've set up oil in a Dutch oven on my power burner, and I'm bringing the oil to 350 degrees. That's all I'm looking for. Now, because we're not double frying, you're just gonna wanna fry once, and make sure to fry in batches, because even though these potatoes aren't cold, they're still gonna drop the temperature of the oil. And there's really only one way to know your oil temperature, and it's a handy dandy thermometer. You might not have a cool one in a holster like mine, but it is important to have. So we're gonna let these fries cruise at 350 till GBD, golden brown delicious. Let's get on our hot dogs. So I'm gonna be using some organic, uncured Applegate hot dogs. I mean, you can use whatever you want, but I do love these hot dogs. So we need bacon and we need hot dogs, two food groups that are very important to me. So a standard hot dog and a standard piece of bacon should wrap together nicely. So I'm gonna start with the edge of the bacon on the edge of the hot dog, and I'm gonna angle that hot dog to offset it slightly. So I start coiling that bacon onto the hot dog. Use your cutting board, friends. The cutting board is your friend, and with a good amount of pressure, just look at that. Not to toot my own horn. It's kind of perfect. All right, let me knock out a few more here. All right, dogs are wrapped. Now, I gotta pull the fries because they're looking perfect. So, critical steps, people. You got one chance to salt these fries, and they gotta be done immediately after they come out of the fryer. So I'm using kosher salt. If you wanna get fancy and throw some herbs in that salt, all good. But I'm gonna give them a quick toss together, and these are good to go. As much as I want to eat one right now, I'm gonna burn my mouth. All right, so believe it or not, I'm gonna convert this entire power burner into a plancha, and we'll start cooking off those dogs. So to quickly convert the power burner, I'm gonna take out the inner ring, the outer surface, and then I'll pop on the plancha. All right, time to drop our flat top on plancha, flat top, griddle, same thing. Flat piece of metal, heat coming from above, so you can cook a ton of stuff. All right, let's turn this on. I'm gonna start on the bacon and hot dogs because they're gonna take the longest. So bacon has so much fat that I'm just gonna let it cruise. And you're like, Jet, why are you cooking more bacon, homie? Well, it's because I'm gonna crumble some bacon onto those cheese fries. That's why. So let's let these start nice and slow. I have it on low, and we'll come back, cut some vegetables, and throw them on the grill, and all those flavors are gonna marry together. It's time to chop up some peppers, onions, and cook some chilies. All right, quick knife skills lesson, okay? This is how I take down a pepper with ease. You're gonna take the ends off. So back end, front end. Get deep enough so you get just the tip, and then I'm gonna go in from the sides, knowing where the ribs are, and then flat roll out. And that's how you get a perfect bell pepper. Remember the Jet Tila rhyme, tile becomes a slice, and a slice becomes a dice. So last thing I need to do is cut an onion. All right, let's get the veggies onto all that bacon fat. This part ain't rocket science. Hot bacon fat on the plancha. Delicious peppers and onions. But what's important here is your serrano or jalapenos, slam them down whole. I want to blister those, just like you're blistering peppers to peel them, but we're not gonna take them to that dark. I really wish you could smell this right now. This is that part of the evening when you're rolling out of the concert or sporting event. It is the perfume of bacon, peppers, and hot dogs.
The smell of it.
All right, so veggies are done, chilies are done, bacon is done, dogs are done. Here's like the street way to get your buns ready. Pinkies up. I'm using brioche buns. Don't judge me. This is my house. I can do whatever I want. So check it out. I'm actually throwing the buns right on to the veggies, and I'm steaming them, right? If you're a person who likes more direct heat and you want like a charred bun, get it on the plancha. But I kind of like that steam bun situation. That's feeling good. Okay, let's start unloading. That's what I'm talking about for the chilies, okay? Blistered, still whole. Yes, stems on. That's exactly what I want. Bacon to crumble up onto those fries that are gonna come out. And I'm just gonna unload these dogs one by one. Look at it. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So buns are coming up. Finally, let's get our roasted peppers and onions. Let's go build this thing. So, steamed bun, dog, veggies. Now the chili kind of is up to you. I've seen it a few ways. I think pro move is one bite of dog, one bite of chili. I think that's the most G way to do this, where you'll get a lot of credit. But here's how I like it. Sriracha mayo. What is it made of? Sriracha and mayo. Yeah, not rocket science. All right, that's going on there. That's kind of where I live. Chicago. That's right, watch me do it. Oh yeah, ketchup. You're dying right now, but I'm gonna be enjoying that. So there's one, I'm gonna build the rest. Let's go. Back when I was a kid, these were like $2 to $3, but now rolling out of the concert, these are $10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you're welcome. Let's go do fries. So these are our wedge fries that have been fried at 350. I'm gonna put them in the cast iron. I've turned on my pizza oven because I wanna finish up in there. So we're gonna make these cheesy fries. We got two kinds of Applegate cheeses. I like the Monterey Jack and cheddar combination. And you know, I could slice these. I could crumble them. You know, in California and LA, we have this burger chain that's similar to down and out, up and sideways. And the way we do our cheese fries is we melt the sheets right on. So that's how I'm gonna do it today. And if you wanna get nuts and do jalapenos and stuff, get some. I'm not gonna judge you. All right, these are gonna go into a 500-degree pizza oven. Melty cheese time. Yo, make sure you've got oven mitts or a dry towel. This is a hot pizza oven. Come on. Where's the choir? Where's the angels? Also be mindful of the surface you're dropping these fries on, but that's what I'm looking for. Cheesy, melty, gooey, delicious. Oh man, time to garnish with a little bit of that crispy bacon. Come on. Ay, 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 that is so good. And let's bring some of that sriracha mayo back to the party. Look at that. All right, let's taste these delicious dishes. Oh my God. Crispy bacon, cheesy fries, amazing. All right, LA Street Dog. I love you, LA Street Dog. I need more sriracha mayo, LA Street Dog. I'm sorry, I'm having an intimate conversation with my dog. That sounds dirty. All right, here we go. Let's try the dog. It just gets better. The bacon is crisped up on the dog. I feel way too big of a bite, by the way. Give me 1 second. My thesis statement was you can cook anything in your outside grill. LA Street Dog, cheesy fries, you know what to do. Any questions you have, throw them in the comments. We're gonna get to them. Please subscribe, please like, and we'll see you next time. If you want more information about all the appliances we use today, go to Coyote Outdoor Living. And we want to thank our great sponsor, Applegate. If you want to learn about all of their humanely raised products, please check out the link below.